Mahalo, everybody. I'm Josh Stone for Inside Maui, where we find those hard answers for the tough questions. We'll see you soon.
You are Inside Maui. You're inside. You're on the inside. Inside Maui. Stay tuned.
Livable, affordable.
Uh-huh.
Could you define livable?
Well,
Is there a specific standard guideline?
No, affordable has a definition.
Of course.
The HUD definition.
Yep, easily defined.
Easily defined. Livable is something I think is personal. Some people are in homes where there's 3 generations. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's 11, 12, 13 people in the same house. Is that house livable? Now, to those people who would be out on the street if they weren't there,
Livable.
It's livable. Mm-hmm. To you and me, perhaps, we'd say, no way, this is not livable. Mm-hmm. So it is a personal thing, but I think that when the livable has to be defined, I think, in such a way that the health and safety of the individuals in the situation are taken care of first.
So not compromising on health and safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I wish I could define it. I know what livable communities are. But,
it was just a quote out of something I read that you're saying.
I think when I was talking about livable, and there's livable communities or livable housing, where you build your communities in such a way that it is friendly, that you're actually building a community, not just a series of human storage boxes.
I understand.
Yeah.
So give it some human life.
Human life, some aesthetics, whatever what they call the smart growth kind of things, where you got walkable streets, you got trees, you have places where people can socialize, you have mixed uses, so you don't have to jump in your car to go places. You can ride your bike safely, or whatever. So that's good.
Cool. Looking at another item, which I think is vital to Maui, is another platform item: delivering effective public services. Mm-hmm. Kind of breaking a little bit of, or fixing the broken bureaucracy, let's call it.
Yes, yeah, right.
Looking at specifics, you must have heard endless complaints about DMV waits, for example. Mm-hmm. What are your specific agenda items for taking care of something like the DMV, which really is not an acceptable service at the moment?
Well, believe it or not, it has improved.
Has that been out of town for a month? It improved.
Yeah, well, we were just hearing that now the average wait time is like 33 minutes.
That's a miracle.
That's almost a miracle.
What happened? Did they open satellites back up? Or?
Well, part of it's the satellites. Part of it is filling the positions that are needed. I mean, we've had trouble finding our own workforce. And that happens all up and down the whole county government. Mm-hmm. So it's not just a matter of, these people are so slow. It's that, you got a place where there's supposed to be 10 people and only 5 are there.
Right.
Then you got that overload. And that's also related to this whole permitting process, where people have been waiting for some of them years.
How do you do that? How do you read right ahead on my paper? I don't know how you do that. Jump straight to the next question.
No.
Before you go there,
okay.
Another major sore spot has been the permitting process. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I had an opportunity to sit at the Main Street meeting and listen and talk with the new planning director, Jeff Hunt, who seems like a very nice person and quite knowledgeable. Seems like a good choice. Yeah. The meeting was packed with consultants, architects, all the professionals in that business. And obviously they were very concerned about the snail's pace at the permitting department, and also the planning department in general. They were a little bit jaded with. What specifics are you guys going to take, you and your planning director, to let's say, streamline that process? Is there anything specifically you're looking at?
Well, specifically, you got to get together first. Mm-hmm. The people who are doing the work, you got to be around the same table and talk about what it is that they're doing and what seems to be the problem. Mm-hmm. And some of that problem, like I said earlier, is staffing. We're short in every department. Mm-hmm. We're short of engineers everywhere. Just about everywhere that has engineers. So we're in a robust economy, so there's a lot of action, a lot of building permit requests. So just the volume is one thing. Then you couple that with the fact that you're not up to staff, then you really exacerbate the problem. So I think it's looking at, we got to be a little more, maybe look at creative ways to catch up with some of the backlog. Maybe we have to do what's called, outsource it. Maybe we have to let some other people come and help us, or maybe another county who has a similar kind of personnel could come over maybe and give us a hand, or we could ship over a bunch of plans and say, review these and ship it back to us.
You got guys sitting on their desk doing nothing over there. The big one, send it over there.
From the other counties I'm hearing, they have the same problem. They have staff problems too, and they've got those kind of backlogs. But we need to find a way that makes sense. And I think part of the way that makes sense was I talked about during the campaign was that there needs to be someone who looks at the permit and determines how complex is this. If it's a simple thing, it should go in this pile. If it's a medium thing, it goes in this pile, and then whatever. So that the person who just wants to enclose their garage is not stuck in line behind, McKenna Resort.
Waiting 2 years to enclose your garage.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think just that one thing could help. And I know that the water department, I think, has already started doing that, is looking at the permits when they come in. And part of it, too, is, the consultants and the developers have to also to be part of the solution. If they are turning in plans that are incomplete just so they get their place in line, that's not helping it either, because that wastes people's time too.
Right.
So there's a combination of things that could make a big improvement.
Kind of a catch-22. Those guys are trying to get their place in line because it's their livelihood.
Right, exactly.
And the process was too slow for them. So. Aloha, I'm Josh Stone, and you're watching Inside Maui on MauiToday.tv.